So in my last video, I explained to you guys how my idea to begin my business started, how everything led to where we are today. So on today's video, I'm going to be telling you what I did, how I started this shop, my whole step, how much I spent and all that. So if that's something you're interested in, you may want to open your own shop and you want to know how much it takes and all that, this video is going to help you. So just keep watching. Pretty girl. Hi my loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenna and I am a Cameroonian content creator based in Douala, Cameroon. Okay, you're welcome here, and I am doing a business series where I talk about how I started my business, how my business is going and all that. So if you are interested in something like that, please click on the subscribe button because you're definitely going to learn a lot from these videos. I also hope to learn from these videos because I don't know everything. So let's just go straight into it. From the last video, I said after selling in my house for some time, we decided that it was time for us to look for a space because it was no longer safe since a lot of people were coming to my house to buy. Like when God decides that thing should happen, I'll be referring a lot to God in these videos because I feel like it's just the work of God, it's the hand of God. So when God decides that he wants something to happen, he makes it happen. This is what went down. A customer of mine, customer turned friend of mine, she saw some clothes from the second bill I bought, the children's bill. She came to my house to buy a couple of things for her children. So she came to the house and we're just having a conversation. We just blended. So we're just talking and having a conversation. She was telling me about her shop. I should come and visit her shop on the road. She's selling cosmetic things and all that, like my body lotions and things like that. So I was like, oh, I'll definitely like to come and see your shop. And she was like, it's behind. She tried to describe this place and I really did not know it. So I'm like, I've never been there. She's like, no, it's a big place. There are shops there. Why haven't I tried to get a shop rather than leaving people to come to my house? And I was like, honestly, that's something that I have not thought about. But you saying it now is something I would like to see. Like, let me come and see the space. One never knows. So coincidentally, after that day, like 2 days later, my husband is telling me, let's look for a shop. So I just remember that this girl had told me about a shop space. So when my husband proposes that we should look for a shop, preferably near the road, I was just like, okay, I'm going to do this. Let me go and look at that space. One never knows. She told me it's not by the road, but it's by the road, but it's not by the road. Like, it's not facing the road, but it's near the road. So I called her on that day. She was not even around. She directed me to the place and then she sent me to meet her, how they call it, she sent me to meet the girl that was working in her shop. So I went there, came and looked at the place. Honestly, when I saw the place, I was not 100% sold. Like, this is a place that I want to take. Oh my God, I'm in love with this place. Like, it was an uncompleted building. The way my shop looks now, it's like night and day. It was an uncompleted building, no paint, no tiles, nothing. And she had explained to me that the man does not fix anything. It's going to be in your bill and all that. So I looked at the space and I was kind of worried. But she has also encouraged me, like, no, even if you see the place, you don't like it, you not spend so much. I spent like 700k or 500k to fix my own. So it's not that bad. It's not money that you cannot make back in your first year. So I was like, okay, if you say so, I'll put my hand for this. Let me try. So I went back, told my husband. My husband is like, is it by the road? I said no. He was a little bit skeptical. I told him, honestly, I don't feel like the location of the shop really matters because majority of my customers were coming from TikTok. It's true that it's nice for us to depend as well on walking customers, but majority of my customers for now are coming from TikTok. So I don't think there's any problem if I get the place. So he came and looked at the place. We picked where we wanted. We had asked for, they gave us the number of the man who had the place. So we tried to negotiate. They had asked me to try to negotiate. So I tried to negotiate for 80,000 per month, but he had said no. We were going to pay 100,000 per month because at this particular time a lot of people are looking for shops at Ancien Road in Bonaberry. A lot of people are looking for shops and it's not easy to find a shop. At this point, I've already decided that I want to do this, and I know my husband, if my husband tells you he wants to invest in your life, pick something and do it then, because if you waste time, he might change his mind. So inside my head, I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. So we went ahead and we paid the rent. We saw the landlord. I paid the rent. I paid for 12 months, which means I paid from the 1st of December to the 1st of December. I paid for 12 months and then 1 month caution. So altogether, we gave that man 1.3 million just for the rent, as in not anything, just for my rent, 1.3 million. We put that first money, our heart start beat. So now I have to start looking for technicians who come and work, right? I reach out to the guy who does painting, and he comes and looks at the place. We look at the walls. The walls were not well made. So we had to buy this material called Pantecote to put it on the walls, to smoothen it and treat the walls before painting. Only for painting, I'll be looking down to look at the amounts that we spent so that people should have an idea. So only for smoothing the walls and painting and all that, I paid the guy 130,000, 97,000, approximately 100k went for the paint, all the materials I needed, and I did not go. There were cheaper options, but I decided to do it and do it well. A lot of people, when they come into my shop, they're like, oh my god, who painted the place? It's because I decided to go with the more expensive and effective materials. I could still have picked something cheap to just do it for the moment, but I was like, I want my thing to be nice. I did not want to overdo it. I just wanted a beautiful, simple, comfortable space. So I bought all the things that he needed to treat the wall and everything. That was like 97,000, and then we paid him 30,000 for his workmanship, and he did an amazing job because everybody is constantly talking to me about my painting. So he did an amazing job. The next thing we had to look for was tiles. So in my head, I wanted these big beautiful tiles, but my god, it was so expensive. It was so expensive. The tiles I wanted, for it to fill this place, it would have cost me at least 180,000 just for this small space. And I was like, when I was fixing this space, that's when I was like, people that they build house, when you see somebody who has built their house and is proud at the high, see, respect that person. Because I was like, this small space, 100 and what thousand? Imagine tiling a whole mansion. I was just like, wow. I finally went with these smaller tiles. These smaller tiles, we got them for 100,000. They are good. They are really nice tiles. When you clean them, it's shiny. So the tiles were good. I got those tiles for 100,000, and the other things we needed, we got cement and all those things. We got them everything for 133,000, and I paid the guys for their work 50,000. One thing about all these people I'm telling you about, the painter and all that, my husband had, Mama no help me. He was like, Kenna, you do these things. I don't know this type of thing. He asked me to follow them. So I would go with these people when they say want to go and buy the things for painting. I'll go with them to the place. They do all the calculations. I pay the bill, and then we come, and then for their payment, I gave them their payment in their hands. So just for the tiles and fixing the tiles, I spent 190,000 because I paid him 50,000 for his work, and then I bought everything for the tiles, 130,000. I also got the electrician to come. The electrician came to put in the bulbs and put me all the priests. I don't know how to say that. These sockets here, all the sockets and everything. I think I paid the electrician 50,000 to bring electricity because I don't yet have my own meter. So he had to take, I share a meter with one of my neighbors. He had to take the electricity, bring it in here, buy the bulbs I wanted, put the sockets and all that. So for the electrician, I paid him 50,000 for that. And then the next thing is the iron stands. The iron stands where I was going to hang my clothes. I've seen so many shops. I looked at so many shops. I went on Pinterest to get inspiration, and I finally came across this one. It was not common. It was not something I've seen before. So I was like, okay, I like this one, and I'm going to go with this one. So for the stands and everything, the iron stands, I paid 75,000. Originally, I wanted like an extra stand, an extra iron stand, but it was too expensive. At this point, I've started spending so much money that I'm sweating. So I was just like, no, you know what? I'll go with something cheaper. Another thing that almost broke my bank, I forgot to write it here, is the glass door. This glass door, my darlings, I reached out to so many people to make my glass door. It was the price for me. The price was slapping me left and right. So I was just like, Mama, will I be able to do this door? Like, some people were pricing it 200,000, 180, but I finally got a guy who could do it for me for 150,000. So I did it. He came, he installed the door. And then another thing that was a huge disappointment for me was the carpenter. I wanted to originally just go to Orca or go to any of these shops and just get a table and wooden like shelves from there, but a lot of people were like, no, can I like to spend too much money? We have carpenters that can do it very well. So I started looking for a carpenter. I reached out. They told me to use this carpenter, and that carpenter did rubbish. The carpentry work here is ugly. I don't like it. But altogether, I have to do those things, to do my table and all the shelves, and he had to do a round thing in the middle that he messed up. For all that, I paid him 130,000, but I had given him 100,000 for advance. I never finished paying him the 30,000 because he really messed up the middle thing, the thing I had to put at the middle of my shop. So I did not give him any money. So when you look at that, plus I had to register my business because like, I like the straight way. I had to register my business, pay my taxes. What I heard was for the first year, or what I was told was for the first year, when you're a business owner and you have a shop, you don't pay taxes. You just have to have everything registered and all that. So I registered my business for 100,000, and then all the tax documents cost 50,000. That is it. That is how much I spent to Mercy is here. So that is how much I spent to start this business. I want to try to add, I forgot to add the glass door. So if you're looking at it, I spent approximately, oh, I've not talked about stock. I have not talked about stock. So remember from my last video, I told you guys that I already had stock. I've already grown my capital at this point to like 600, 700,000. I did not go out of my way to look for extra money to buy things. I just had 500,000, which I added. So if you're calculating how much altogether I put together to start this shop, I spent approximately 2.5 million. That is without the original capital I had, right? 2.5. But if you add that original capital, I spent something like 3.3 million to start the business. When I say start the business, as in open the shop and do all that. And for you to ensure that the business is going well and you're making enough money, by this whole year, I have to have made that money back. So that is where we are. Honestly, I had not thought about this part, but one of these days I'll sit and calculate and see how much I have made since I started this shop. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Let me know what you think. If there are questions that you have, please just ask the questions on that. I might join and make a video on this. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you on my next one. Love you. Bye. Mwah.